Michael and Eddie, they sitting up here, y'all, they picking on me. So write them an ugly letter, okay? Tell them not to be picking on poor little Paula with all them mean words. I'm kidding. They just pulling my leg. But you can write them an ugly letter if you feel like it. All right. I don't know about where y'all live, but isn't it Wednesday, Teresa, that school starts back here?
Yes.
All the public schools, is it private or everybody?
Just public schools. Some of the private schools started this week.
Yeah. So a lot of children like a packed lunch. And I know that's a pain for the caregiver that's trying to feed these children. So I'm just going to share with you a easy tuna salad sandwich. And this is not going to be like Mikey's world famous.
You can say that again.
This is going to be just mayonnaise, and I have 2 cans of white albacore tuna that was packed in water. Personally, I like the tuna that's packed in oil, but you know, it certainly brings more calories to the table. But I just like, I guess that's just what I'm gotten used to over the years, you know. Because for a long time, they just packed it in oil, didn't they? They didn't give you a choice, right?
Oh, maybe when you were a kid, but when I was a kid, it was you could get it more.
Oh, you could. I'm gonna put you in timeout, little brat. All right, and then it calls for a half of a cored apple, and I've cut them in pretty small bites. Now, if you can get your children to eat this, this would be a pretty good lunch to take to school with them. And it's just apples and tuna fish. So they would have their meat, their protein, and a fruit, and their vegetable will be this beautiful living lettuce I'm gonna put on their sandwich. And a lot of kids like the crust cut off the bread. I try to discourage that, but if you have to, you have to. Now the recipe calls for toasted bread, and this is a toasted wheat bread that I toasted off in the air fryer. I wouldn't recommend packing a toasted tuna fish sandwich, because that it will just get kind of mushy like, you know, it'll lose a lot of flavor. So if I were sending my child off, I would do it in plain wheat bread, no toasting. All right, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of mayonnaise on the bread to hold that.
Your children are 50 years old.
What time am I supposed to go see the lawyer? Eddie, what time's my appointment with the lawyer? Do you remember? All right, so this is really a nice, healthy little lunch. I'm gonna put the lettuce on top. See that bread is already not cooperating. Got to wash my hands. You know, tuna fish is good, just with the simple flavors. And of course, they make little sandwich bags for the children's sandwiches. So, a few carrot sticks, a tuna and apple salad sandwich. And they've got a good lunch. Would you like half?
No, I eat top shelf tuna. Thank you.
So snotty today. What is up?
I have a piece with the lettuce.
Well, good. Get it yourself, fat boy. I'm getting him crying quick. I can make him cry quicker than he can make me cry. We really like each other, y'all. No. We really do like each other. This is delicious with the apple.
I was gonna say it's very different.
And
Michael, fix him one before he starts crying over there, Paula. Because it's sad to watch.
no.
Here, is that big enough?
Thank you. So good to me.
You're welcome. It was good to me too. It was really tasty.
I can remember when I was a little boy, my mother fixed a tuna fish sandwich. And there was one guy had packaged potato chips, little bags of potato chips.
You told me about that.
We never got that. We get potato
That
chips.
was extravagant, wasn't it?
And sometimes he'd give me some. Oh my God. I still like potato chips with tuna fish.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.